In an era where live television interviews can make or break reputations in mere moments, few encounters have sparked as much controversy and conversation as the explosive exchange between Elon Musk and Piers Morgan. The world watched closely as one of the most influential tech entrepreneurs faced off against the sharp-tongued British interviewer in a showdown that left viewers stunned. Was Elon Musk simply caught off guard? Or was there something deeper beneath the surface? How did a seemingly routine interview spiral into a dramatic confrontation that would dominate headlines and social media alike? As questions swirl and speculation runs wild, this story dives deep into the moment when truth, ego, and pressure collided live on air. Stay with us to unravel what really happened, the shocking lie that set off the tension, and the unexpected response that followed. Make sure to like and subscribe for more gripping stories like this. The stage was set for what many expected to be a standard interview. Elon Musk, known as the visionary behind Tesla, SpaceX, and a host of other groundbreaking ventures, was the guest on Piers Morgan's widely watched show. From the outset, the atmosphere crackled with an undercurrent of tension, subtle yet unmistakable. Musk appeared calm but guarded, a man accustomed to the spotlight yet evidently on edge. Morgan, never one to shy away from controversy or confrontation, launched into a series of pointed questions about Musk's recent claims on social media, his leadership style, and the controversies that had swirled around him in recent months. What was meant to be a routine discussion quickly evolved into a battlefield of wits and wills. At the heart of the storm was a single, explosive allegation, a claim Musk had made regarding a major project that promised to revolutionize renewable energy. Was this claim accurate? Could Musk substantiate it under the unforgiving glare of live television? Morgan's tone sharpened as he pressed for details, seeking clarity and accountability. Was Musk's narrative too good to be true, a carefully crafted illusion, masking deeper issues? The audience watched in growing disbelief as Musk's responses grew increasingly defensive, revealing cracks in his composed exterior. Was the world witnessing the unraveling of a man whose ambition might have led him too far? Questions flooded the minds of viewers. Why did Musk hesitate to provide concrete evidence? Was Morgan crossing a line, or was he simply doing his job? And more importantly, what was the truth behind the claims? The stakes were high, not just for Musk's reputation, but for the future of his ventures that many believed could change the course of humanity. As the tension escalated, it became clear that this interview was no ordinary media appearance. It was a crucible, testing the limits of truth, credibility, and human endurance. What would Musk say next? Would he admit to a misstep, or double down in defiance? The confrontation was building towards a moment of reckoning, one that would shock the audience and set the tone for the rest of the interview. The question lingered. How far would Musk go to protect his image? And could he withstand the relentless scrutiny without cracking? Stay tuned as the story unfolds, revealing layers of drama, conflict, and unexpected twists that no one saw coming. The atmosphere in the studio thickened with anticipation as Musk's guarded demeanor began to slip. The questions from Piers Morgan became more incisive, focusing now on inconsistencies that had surfaced in Musk's previous statements. Viewers could sense the shift. The earlier calm was replaced by an edge of frustration that was growing impossible to hide. Morgan's voice, steady but probing, cut through the tension like a knife. How could Musk justify the gaps between what he claimed and what evidence seemed to suggest? Was this simply a miscommunication, or was there something more deliberate at play? Musk's usual charm and wit gave way to curt, clipped responses. The relentless pressure of the live broadcast was evident. This was no longer just an interview. It was a confrontation where reputations hung in the balance. The billionaire's usual confidence seemed to waver, raising questions about whether he had prepared for such scrutiny or if the stakes were simply higher than anticipated. Could this be the moment where the public would finally see cracks in the carefully built persona of the tech mogul? But Morgan did not relent. He pressed on, forcing Musk to confront specific instances where his claims had been contradicted by insiders and leaked documents. Was Elon Musk knowingly misleading the public? Or was he a victim of misinformation himself? The tension reached a fever pitch when Musk, visibly agitated, snapped back, defending his record and accusing Morgan of unfair bias. The studio audience held its breath. Was this the breaking point, or merely the opening salvo in a deeper war of words? As viewers, we are left wondering, what motivates such a volatile exchange? Is it simply two powerful personalities clashing, or does this reveal something deeper about accountability in the modern age of media and technology? How far can someone go before the pressure of truth forces them to concede? The unfolding drama hints at revelations yet to come, as Musk's composure continues to be tested under the unforgiving spotlight. Will Musk manage to regain control, or will his defiance only deepen the divide? The unfolding saga promised to deliver moments of unexpected clarity and shocking admissions. Stay with us as the story escalates beyond what anyone could predict. The studio lights seem to grow brighter, the weight of the moment pressing down on everyone present. Elon Musk's outburst had shattered the veneer of polite discourse, exposing raw emotion and vulnerability beneath his usual composed exterior. Piers Morgan seized this moment, intensifying his line of questioning with an almost surgical precision. Was Musk's defiance a mask for deeper uncertainty? Or was it a calculated move to regain control of a narrative spiraling beyond his grasp? The interview progressed, a new layer of complexity emerged. Behind the scenes, sources hinted at internal turmoil within Musk's empire, key advisors reportedly clashing over how to handle the fallout. Was the billionaire fighting a losing battle against his own team? Or was this public confrontation a strategic distraction designed to rally his supporters and shift focus away from damaging revelations? Musk's voice occasionally faltered, a rare crack that did not go unnoticed. The contrast between the public figure and the man under pressure became stark, evoking sympathy even from some critics. But questions loomed larger. How much truth was being sacrificed in this televised duel? Was Musk's snap a sign of genuine frustration with unfair scrutiny, or an attempt to conceal inconvenient facts? Morgan's relentless pursuit forced Musk to address issues that extended beyond simple factual disputes. The conversation touched on broader themes: trust in leadership, the impact of misinformation, and the consequences of power wielded in the public eye. Could Musk's clash with the media be symptomatic of a larger crisis in public discourse? Are we witnessing a pivotal moment where truth and perception collide on the world stage? The tension in the studio was palpable, a dramatic crescendo that captivated viewers nationwide. Every word, every glance seemed loaded with meaning. Musk's struggle to maintain his narrative became a powerful metaphor for the challenges faced by leaders today, navigating a landscape where information is weaponized and reputation can change in an instant. As the interview neared its climax, the question remained: would Musk's explosive response mark the beginning of a comeback or the unraveling of a legacy? The stakes had never been higher, and the outcome remained uncertain. The atmosphere in the studio grew even more charged as the conversation between Elon Musk and Piers Morgan edged closer to its climax. Musk's composure, though shaken, was slowly regaining strength. He leaned forward, eyes sharp and voice steadier, ready to deliver his counterattack. Was this the moment where he would turn the tide, or was it merely a temporary reprieve in an already volatile exchange? Morgan, sensing the shift, raised the stakes further. He presented new questions that probed deeper into Musk's recent business, decisions, public statements, and personal motivations. The tension was electric, two giants clashing not just over facts, but over principles and reputations. Could Musk defend himself convincingly against the barrage of pointed accusations? Or would this be the point where cracks in his carefully built image became impossible to hide? The discussion turned intensely personal, with Morgan questioning Musk's integrity and transparency. Musk, never one to back down, fired back with pointed rebuttals, exposing flaws in Morgan's assumptions and challenging the host's own biases. The audience watched in stunned silence, caught between admiration for Musk's boldness and skepticism of his claims. Who truly held the upper hand in this battle of wills? Behind the scenes, the production team scrambled to manage the unexpected. Escalation. Producers debated cutting to commercials or softening the tone, but the energy in the room was undeniable. This was no ordinary interview. It was a raw, unscripted confrontation that defied expectations and captured the public's imagination. As the exchange continued, Musk revealed a surprising vulnerability, sharing moments of doubt and frustration that humanized the billionaire in a way rarely seen. Could this candidness shift public opinion, or would it be interpreted as a sign of weakness? Morgan's relentless questioning exposed contradictions and challenged Musk's narrative, but it also sparked moments of reflection and self-awareness. The debate transcended mere scandal, touching on the complexities of leadership, accountability, and the relentless pressure of living under the global spotlight. The audience was left hanging on every word, the story reaching a fever pitch of emotional intensity and dramatic tension. The question remained, after this explosive exchange, who would emerge victorious? The final moments of the heated exchange unfolded with an intensity that left everyone breathless. Elon Musk, having weathered the storm of Piers Morgan's relentless questioning, stood firm but visibly affected. The battle was no longer just about defending facts. It had become a test of character, resilience, and public perception. What could Musk do to reclaim control and end this clash on his terms? As the cameras rolled, Musk delivered a statement that was equal parts defiant and reflective. He acknowledged mistakes, but emphasized his vision and determination to keep pushing forward despite the scrutiny. Could this candid admission disarm his critics and earn back some of the lost trust? Or was it too little, too late, Morgan? Ever. The provocateur pushed one last time, asking Musk to clarify controversial remarks and past decisions. Musk's reply was sharp and unwavering, cutting through the noise with a clarity that surprised many. It was clear he was no longer just reacting. He was leading the narrative now. The studio audience, previously divided, began to sense a shift. What started as a hostile confrontation had evolved into a powerful dialogue about accountability, ambition, and the high stakes of public life. Could this moment redefine Musk's image, showing a more complex and human side? As the segment drew to a close, the hosts exchanged a final charged glance, a silent acknowledgement of the battle fought and the story told. The cameras faded to black, but the impact of their clash lingered, rippling across social media and news outlets. Viewers were left with questions that would fuel discussions for days. What does this mean for Elon Musk's future? How will this affect his business empire? And what can we learn about the price of fame and power in the modern world? This was more than a televised argument. It was a dramatic chapter in the ongoing saga of one of the most polarizing figures of our time. A moment that tested limits, challenged perceptions, and ultimately left everyone stunned. Thank you for following this intense story. Make sure to like and subscribe for more exclusive content like this. What do you think about Elon Musk's response? Share your thoughts in the comments below.